Yeah, well, so my first case was a divorce case. It was my grandmother's.
Oh no.
She had got divorced, and he was a veterinarian, and she ran the vet hospital. And so when they got divorced, the judge found her to be a partner and split everything. Of course, her that was her second husband, not my grandfather. And he was irate about this because you can't be a partner. You're not a doctor, you know.
Yeah.
And so then he finagled some her to sign something that gave it all back to him after the divorce. So we had to go back, and that was my first thing. And I fought with this attorney, and we won.
Nice.
That I saw that attorney. He was really rude to me
Mhm.
and not nice.
Mhm.
And I ran into him many times throughout the years because I was downtown, he was downtown, so I saw him very often.
Uh-huh.
And because I remember once because he said something to me like I was lying to the judge, and I proved that I wasn't. I said, "Where's my apology?"
Yeah. Yeah.
He never gave me an apology. So that was not that was my first foray in my first impression of attorneys, and he was not a nice guy. But most attorneys are good.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of them out there who are wholly unreasonable.
Yeah,
But then when you come across a really great one, it renews your confidence in the world
most
of
are
attorneys.
reasonable. I think most
I
most
agree.
most I get we can get along with, and again I've had some. Actually, I had a run in with one attorney, um, and he wound up to be I talked to him very often, referred people to him,
Yeah, isn't
and
that funny how you can start off on the wrong foot with somebody and over time you develop a really wonderful friendship?
yeah, because he got right in my face and he's like, "Ugh," and I said, of course, I'm kind of a rough guy. I said, I don't know where you come from, sir, but where I come from, a man gets in your face, he usually winds up on his ass. And of course, I didn't. So people were all like, "Wow, that was kind of that was kind of
Yeah, it
a
was bold.
conflict." I'm like,
Right.
"Was it a conflict?" Again, where I come from, that's not a conflict. The
Mhm.
conflict is when there's fisticuffs. Then
Right.
there's a conflict.
Right. Right. Right.
But I never got into that with attorneys. But I just thought, and again, he became a guy that I've referred business to, and he's referred business to me.
Mhm.
And so you never know.
Right.
Right?
You don't. You don't. You absolutely
I'm
don't.
all for advocating for your client, right?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
too many attorneys I think do not advocate for their clients.
Right. And a lot of that is just simply not listening to what your client is really trying to tell you of what is important to them. And maybe that doesn't mean that you specifically need to look for that exact item that they're looking for, but the purpose behind that item and solve it a different way. There's always an avenue to solve a problem for a client.
I know, especially when no matter what it is, because you have attorneys that could fight for you, and some that kind of roll over.
Right.
Whether that's in criminal court or family court or tax court, or because sometimes it's easier for the attorney just to go along and get along. I'm all for fighting fighting a
Right.
good fight.
Right. Right. I mean, and when you fight that fight and you advocate and you win, it feels great. You feel like a real attorney and it renews your zest for all of your other clients
I agree with that.
and
I
the
agree with that.
tenacity that you need to bring to every case.
And of course we don't win all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe at least maybe you do. I don't. I haven't. I should say. Uh, but and that's I've learned over the years not to take it personally and not to take it all the. But
Yes.
That's hard.
It's a hard pill to swallow. And I think it takes a little bit of time to get that tougher skin and thicker skin
I agree.
so that it doesn't roll into the next
And you have
day.
to remember that it isn't your case. And I
Right.
always tell my clients, it's actually your case, right? So
Mm-hmm.
and I've forgotten how I've gotten around that. Is just fight for everybody. If do the best I can. I make mistakes like everybody else,
Mm-hmm.
but fight. Fight the good fight. If you lose, you fought the good fight,
Right.
and you can't blame. And I again, it's their case, right?
Right. Right.
and
Right.
and the facts are what the facts are.
Exactly. Exactly. You can't fight the facts.
Exactly.